and we're live.
Better not be live on Twitch.
We're not. God. I don't want to make that mistake a
Anyways,
second time.
Again.
I don't want to make that mistake again.
for one free inspiration, who wants to take care of recap for last week?
Sure, I can be a person.
Yeah, please do not use that. Yeah.
Well, we start our adventure the second day of starting our adventure in figuring out how the heck we're gonna get somewhere warm to sleep. After figuring out how to get out of the wall, we do get out of the wall. I introduced Kilroy's to this world. And Barnaby existed. He vibed. In the sense that we stayed at his shack for the night. In the morning, we talked a little bit and deciding to avoid the True Hammer Freehold for fighter-related reasons, and it being the absolute most obvious closest place we'll go, we decided to go to the pseudo-capital city of this realm. I'm not going to try to pronounce its name. You can read it. After making that decision, we started to head out. Traveling and traveling, having conversations, and learning plenty of information about how our lovely fighter came to be newly traumatized after being literally drank multiple times by a Dampier. Or learning that she was. Through a crystal ball that's kind of broken. It's fine. It works enough. It can do pictures. Having all sorts of conversations. Some deep, some not so deep. Doodled some flowers, etc., etc. You know, just travel, conversating, kind of stuff like that. And all in all, relatively uneventful journey, we made it to the city. The only place in this continent that can really be defined as a city from a mainlander's perspective. You know, with actual buildings that aren't barely held together shacks. After arriving at the city, we decided, we're gonna go to an inn. And that's what we did. We found an inn. Our lovely bard decided to start playing some music as everyone else was getting kind of settled. Which then came to its own problems as a wizardly individual approached with a rather harsh tone about them. Outright demanding that we help them. Because there's apparently a thieves guild in the city that kind of kidnaps people. So I believe we haven't outright agreed to help them yet. This is where my memory gets really fuzzy.
I can help finish up here if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
At this point, this person came in here and did do the good old-fashioned you're gonna help me whether you like it or not. And me in the room at the time and the cleric both look at each other and go, why?
Hello, that would be me.
Your good old cleric friend, Zulfra, my good buddy, proceeded to go, what's in it for us? You could have asked better. How is this our problem? Oh, you're telling us that we should do this because of altruism, but instead of helping the city, we're just helping you. And not only that, you're powerful enough to do, well, burn this into the ground, but you're not powerful enough to help these people? That sounds kind of pathetic. And then a good back and forth between them before the wizard got a little fed up, started to leave, and Veritas looked back and goes, look, this is not a no, but you have to understand why this sounds bad from our perspective. And he stormed off. And immediately after him storming off, we kind of all gathered together, waiting on Barnaby for the finality of it, but had a conversation of, yeah, no, this is... Do we actually want to help this guy who just kind of came in here making demands? We do need the funding, we do need the money, we do need... Like, we need this. But also, these people need more than just one dude leaving. Especially if they're banning magic. The majority of us in this room use magic. Hell, if I count on all of my fingers, out of the 6 of us, 5 of us are casters. And then we have a good old-fashioned Jason who may or may not just be good enough with a stick to get by. But
And the fighter.
yeah, the fighter is the one that wasn't counted as a magic user. So on that note, if we help this gentleman, we have to figure out a way to help ourselves because we need this city to be a place we can operate in, especially if the other cities are just as small as Ironwood. And if we need this city, then that means these assholes with the monopoly on magic, we either have to play by the rules or they have to go. But once again, we're not quite strong enough to make those kinds of decisions unless these people are weaker than us. But what are the odds of that? And that conversation kind of lasted, and we're just kind of waiting on Barnaby to get up here so we can have that conversation. And I think that's exactly where we left off.
Okay, I'm gonna do some quick fill-in. The whole thing of them burning the place down was after, like, why don't you fight back? But, you know, Bill, go ahead and add an inspiration if you don't already have it. If you do, then make somebody give it to him.
I do believe that is Beal clicking that button to give themselves inspiration.
Probably.
Beelzebub.
Anyways,
Right. Yeah, no? Who's that
yeah,
Barnaby?
what do y'all do from here?
Yes.
Yeah, we're currently waiting on Barnaby because he needs to be brought into...
Barnaby is... Come on.
we fill Barnaby in.
Well, actually, am I passing Andromeda on the way?
No, you pass a random human.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna keep going on and just gonna knock on the door.
Right, Barnaby, come on in, friend. We've got some things going on.
Okay, just gonna walk in, close the bar behind him, and just crisscross applesauce. So I take it the mutual friend came in to talk.
You would consider that person a friend? Just an eyebrow
No.
raise.
Just like how I don't consider any of you my friends.
I'm hurt. But
We are acquaintances at best right now. But
What's your
what
name
was
again?
said?
does Bill say that to me or Barnaby?
Both of you.
I chuckle. Right. They kind of came up here making demands.
Demands?
Which I think we whittled down to requests, and payment in the request is whatever we find extra that's not what he wanted.
Why don't we just
Oh,
take
yes.
what he wants and extort? Well, that's probably mean.
Oh yes, it was explained a little downstairs. Trouble with the local. We're I don't want to call them a guilds. I don't know if they are guilds, but the people who are puppeteering everything, taking a monopoly on magic.
You're not a fan of that? Obviously not a fan of that.
Believe it was something about a job, or just take care of some things, and they also wanted a bit of an escort, which I thought would be no problem. I mean, if we were trying to get out anyway, and if we help out on a job, we get paid. And if something goes missing,
We were considering doing the job. The issue is the guy decided to come up here hostile.
They were very demanding.
Confrontational, pointing
Also kind of
fingers.
suspicious.
Yeah, just points at Bill. That. Also that.
Well, from what I could tell, they were very truthful in that they were not part of this little organization.
Yes. They were very clear on that when they came up here, but the issue is they decided to start basically casting blame and damning our actions.
Well, they could
Yes, they
just
were
be stressed.
They were saying we were to blame, they want to get out, and so far and so on.
Yeah, and I understand that they could be stressed. That's why I didn't basically just yell, "Hey, there's a magic user in here with a shit ton of magic, come and get him," at the top of my lungs, which I could have done. And honestly, maybe got in good with the guild, but I don't want that. They sound like assholes.
Well, we don't. Were you going to say something, Bill?
Yeah, mine and Chris. Or
That-
Sally.
Oh,
That was
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah, it's just that none of this guy's request doesn't make sense. This guy's situation doesn't make sense. Why are we even trusting a word of this guy?
Oh, Sally, you misunderstand. I don't think we trust him at all.
So why? Because even his even him saying that there's a bunch of people out to get him and magic users, we're not even sure that's true either. I think more verification is needed before we engage in any of these stuff, even if we want to. And
That's also a situation of how do we get any of that verification without either going to the place they want us to or getting kidnapped by the skilled.
Yeah,
so
I think.
oh sorry.
Sorry.
No, go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, you're fine, Sally. I don't mean to continuously talk, but I think we kind of just have to bite the bait on this one. If it turns out to be good, fine. If it doesn't, then, well, I think we outnumber him. Just a little bit.
So, just one, if that's the will of the group, I'd of course follow, but just one thing before we go. Assuming that the reason this guy's story is so flimsy is because he's trying to hunt us down, like many people apparently have done to us before, and there's a bunch of people waiting at the ruins where he lured us to, and they outnumber us, then what's our plan? What are we going to do? Is there a safe place that we assign beforehand so we could meet up afterwards if we have to run?
I mean, probably here. And as for if they outnumber us, I mean, honestly, I don't see what he has to gain from outnumbering us unless he knows about Ironwood. See, right now, all of us aren't worth 5 silver. A couple of us might be worth a couple copper, but honestly, there's not really much that he could get from jumping us.
It seems to me like the individual panicked their identity was at risk and they want to get out just because a little bit was done in the place and brought attention to them.
Beal raises a hand.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Bill. Sorry. Go on, Bill.
Oh, I just want to say that, fuck you, Vera, you're at least a gold.
I just pat Bill on the head and smile. As you were all saying. Sally, you sounded like you had something to say.
Yeah, I was of the opinion that he's probably working for whoever is running Ironwood, because you said that we're not worth 5 silvers together, but if some of us are from the continent and they manage to get us/them here for whatever reason, that's going to have cost them a lot of money, which means that we are valuable to them for some reason or other that we cannot understand at the moment. I really do think that they are still hunting for us. And eclectic as we are, and as noticeable as ice tieflings, and some of us are, I think they're going to find us quickly unless we take precautions. So, and I think this wizard is like about 70% probability working for them, and all of his story is just a lie, but that's just me.
I don't think he is, because he could have jumped 2 of us by himself. We were split up, and he seemed to be secretive. The owl, good old Barnaby over there, specifically said that all of his words came through as true. Are you good at detecting lies?
Me? Yes, quite good. In fact, I do want to add in 3 of the number from that. Others, the one me and Beale followed to the sewers, they had every chance to jump you while you were on the stage.
Just a
And the bartender said that they are a problem, and she has to, at times, have to pay protection and not of her own free will. So
I'd
she is no friend of them.
I'd also like to count that they did drop the illusion they had on themselves. I don't think we've brought that up yet. They are currently under guise. What they're showing themselves is not their true being.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, not she. They are a changeling.
That makes a lot of sense. Right, in that case, I think we can take their word as truth with all of this evidence. Does that sound good to you, Sally?
Sally nods, albeit reluctantly.
I understand your skepticism, and it's good to be skeptical. That's gonna save us someday. I think right now, though, that it's probably just a little unwarranted. You're still a little jumpy after everything, and to be fair, it's hard not to be jumpy after you realize that you had died. And I get that. So, don't feel bad about it, but I think this gentleman is telling the truth.
That might be the case, but sister, what are your thoughts on this entire situation? You're being quiet over there.
Just look over to Anella.
Well, it's not much to go on. It's just going off the faith that people are going to treat us well, yes?
Well, quite the opposite, actually. The people
Okay.
the people that he's running from are going to treat us not well. And
Right, and he wants us to go take care of them, right? But we're going on the
Wow.
word of this wizard?
We're trying to collect an item for the wizard so the wizard can escape the continent.
I see.
he wants to run.
And
I'll tell you.
Which
But
also brings up the
begs the
other idea. They
why
gave
didn't
us
we-
the direction and the idea of potentially going and just getting the item for ourselves.
So, Bill, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry.
You're cutting out some Fierce.
No, there was an alarm and words.
If you were
Um,
saying something, it didn't
I
come
was.
through for
I
me.
was.
Apologies.
There's this two statements. One is it's possible that they're banking on the fact that we don't know exactly what or how to use the item that they're looking for. And we don't know if it's the key for them to be able to leave or just something that they want before they leave. And I forget what the other thing I was gonna say. Oh, right. Why didn't they get it sooner? Why? If that's the one thing they need before leaving, why didn't they get it?
I'm not sure.
Odds are
It doesn't all add up.
Odds are, I don't believe he knew where it was beforehand, and I don't think that he wants to go and risk fighting a bunch of people himself. I think that he is doing what I would call a smart move and getting a group of adventurers like ourselves to do it for him so that he is safe in case that we are not in the situation. We could literally be a test run to see if these people are even beatable.
Bait. Okay, that
pretty
does
much.
make sense.
Barnaby,
Mm-hmm.
do you trust this individual?
Well, I don't really trust any of you. I know you well enough, but I have good insight of them, and they are truthful of what they said. Now, if I could play middleman here for a second. Now, they want us to do something for them so they can get out, and they're more than willing to have us escort them to Fjordfager, over to the, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but to the east northeast of here, and that place is connected to the Underdark. Now, if they could get to the Underdarks, and so could we, if that's where we want to go. And all we have to do is do this little job, which is probably too dangerous for them alone. Now, you're all saying perfectly reasonable things about, can we trust them, or what could we do, but what else could we do? I mean, we have no connections here. We've made it known that at least one of us can use magic, which is going to put a target on our back from this organization here, whether they're going to ask for payment or merely stomp their foot down or actually attack. I doubt they'd want to attack us, but right now we don't know much. And if we do this little job, we can learn more. maybe there's something there where this item is. And, money, weapons, a little bit of information about who these people might be. And on the way back, maybe we might stop into another building and ask around, and maybe if one of us is convincing enough, or at least friendly enough, to perhaps find one of these individuals looking for this wizard or friend, and, well, maybe a little conversation could lead to some information that could be useful to us, and point us in the direction that we as a group may want to go. Now, I don't think that anyone from Ironwood is out here. If they communicated via magic, then that could be a thing, but if that was the case, well, I doubt they would have sent it to just this place. And as I said before, we got out just before a big storm. The guards in Ironwood were not going to chase after, and they're more than likely thinking that, well, if we left town, we probably got buried in the snow. We have a plethora of choices to leave, and if we wanted to get the closest place, that would have been Truehammer Freehold, which, if anything, that's probably where the attention is. So I think for a time, we'll be, well, not free, but freer from attention from anyone in Ironwood for now. So that can at
Probably
least
make
leave
big
us.
enough splash to bring their attention north.
Right. Which is why we've just got to take things a little easy, a little small job here and there. So we can just be a random group of adventurers. And then, who knows, this organization here could prove beneficial, even not just on a short term. They could have information that we could use. So I say we do the job, we help the person get to the place, and we can, from there, decide what we want to do in the long run. Just
Yeah,
my 2 cents.
I'm with
It's not a
Barnaby
bad
on this
idea.
one.
All right. I think that makes the most sense. I do. Let's
I
do it.
honestly think after that we might want to look for a way off the continent. If we want revenge or to deal with these problems. This is a blasted barren hellscape of cold badness. There's not going to be much here other than hunting and helping people survive, which is good things to do, but it's going to be hard enough for our own survival in the long run. But doing this job first is good.
Yeah.
So there's wisdom in your words. I'm still worried, but with you guys, maybe.
And maybe we
Makes-
should. Go ahead.
Bill.
No.
I was gonna say, Sally, if it makes you feel any better, if they turn on us, we will have a tribal outcome for them.
I'll
We
just-
do
Some
also
new ideas.
we do also need to find out what happened to our king, sister. We can't just immediately leave the domain we lived through our lifetime.
It's possible if they know of your connection with your brother, Sally. I don't want to bring up the worst, but it's not impossible.
Sally, they may try.
What?
Sally, they may try to go after your brother.
I I don't think my brother is the type to fall easily. I guess I'd have to trust him to be more than able to fend for himself and for his settlement.
For the
That-
time being, obviously, but
If they continuously send number after number towards him, it doesn't matter how strong someone is if they're outnumbered 40-1.
or even just a lucky blade in the dark.
Poison's
It's-
the bitch, I should know.
It's not something that I think they'll
Start
do
with.
immediately. But if they learn that we're alive, they might. Hells, they'll probably try and kidnap them and extort you. Like, hey, we got your brother. Come back. So, it. Eventually, along the list of things to do on this continent, including not freezing to death and finding out what happened to our tallest members here. Tribe? Clan?
Yes, thank you.
On top of that, it might be something to add to the to-do list.
Yeah.
We
What
have a
about?
lot to discover. Apologies, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, sorry. Oh no,
It's-
please go ahead.
I was simply going to say we have a lot that we still need to do here for some of us, while others have just been stolen from their lands and missing a lot of time.
It's
But all
very
the same,
cold
we can.
indicated.
I understand that. And you are a cold-blooded creature, I believe, as a reptilian.
No.
This place
just-
is practically a
No.
death sentence for your kind.
No. Kobolds are warm-blooded, much like Dragonborn.
She
Well-
shakes her head no.
I've never seen one of their kindred before, so I wouldn't know.
Wait, hold up. Wait, who's wrong?
When you said they're warm-blooded, she shakes her head no.
Just really?
I have to like move or else I will freeze.
That would explain all the bundling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, let's get you some more bundle. Just immediate jacket back on Beal.
Fine. He did. Okay. He
Right.
just stumbles.
Well, talking will only get us so far. I think we need to sleep, and I think we need to start. We can talk circles around all night, but if we don't do something,
Well,
then we'll be...
let's just put to a vote then. Do we help the guy or do we move on with our own objectives?
But
Help
we
the
kind of
guy.
have to help the guy. Otherwise, we're fucked.
We need resources.
We need resources. I'm for helping him, as reluctant as I am after how he treated us. But it wouldn't hurt to have some extra stuff. If worst comes to worst, I'll just...
We just get rid of him and take his belongings. Simple
Exactly.
enough.
I hate to put it that way, I do, but I mean, if he's going to betray us, then that's the easiest way to go about that.
He's got a mindset and an attitude to him which is not likely to be helpful, even if we are trying to work with him.
Alright, well I'm obviously for, so I'm gonna try to turn over, when you're done discussing this, let me know in the morning what it is.
I guess we should discuss sleeping arrangements.
I mean, I'm sleeping in here with a big burly cleric.
Yes, didn't we already decide that
Yeah, it's-
we're separated through genders?
Well,
Okay.
yeah. And for
Yeah, so
The girls.
it's the
Oh,
girls, and then
fun.
me and Zulfra, and then Jason and Barnaby.
Poor Jason.
Jason's fine. Barnaby's cool.
He has to listen to
No, I mean,
all night.
Jason just in general, like, taken from his home servant to a vampire, fucked
Mm.
over.
Yeah, he's blah 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 blah. Had a rough couple days.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, Jason, what's your opinion?
just 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, that's
Hey
what I figured.
Jason.
1,000-yard stare.
Don't
He's
eat shit.
T-posing at us at the moment. He's not loaded in. Give him a moment.
Bowser's gonna walk up to him and poke him.
What? What's going on?
The devil wants to talk to you.
You know, that's
Yeah, there's
still my
They were
favorite
not.
way of referring to me. I was asking what your opinion on helping this wizard would be.
Just shrugs. I'm kind of just here for the ride at this point.
Understandable. Just know that your vote is counted. Alright. In that case, I'm for going back to bed. Finger guns, and it just literally falls down on top of the bed.
All right, Anela, let's go back to our room. We have a long day tomorrow. Here,
Yep.
Bill, and then she tries to pick up Bill.
She's just gonna take a step back as you try to do that.
That's not the first time they've tried that either. Is
How forceful are you trying to be, Sally, about that?
Not very forceful, but she says, I tuck you into bed.
treating them like a child.
Veritas just starts laughing.
It's a girls' night. Let's do
Bill,
this.
don't. Bill, no biting.
Mm,
Or stabbing. Don't light them
But
on
those
fire.
are all the fun things.
Don't
I.
light-
They look like they'll make good firewood, though.
Yeah. Sally, they can walk themselves. The reason I carry them around is simply because they're used to it at this point. We've been working together for a very long time. They're not used to you yet. You have to earn the right to carry Bill.
Why do you?
Personal space. Got that.
Why? Why do people even want to carry me? I have legs.
I think they treat you like a pet, that's why.
Their mistake.
Just
Free food.
Yeah, angry stare at Zulfur for a half second before the mask goes back on. No, they're not a pet.
Woof.
Stop that.
Well, I don't know about you, but I would like to be up early. And he's gonna get up and kind of grab Jason by the arm. Come on, roomie, and just drag him into their room.
Jason seems a little worried, but follows.
He's gonna die.
No offense, get the fuck out of my room.
Bill's gonna be bouncing and being like, as we're walking down the hall with Beal and Sally, just like, we're gonna do hair, and then we're gonna do nails, and then we're gonna do toys.
I don't have hair.
Oh, well, maybe we can find
Ew.
a wig for you, and then we can braid it, and then I'll just keep going.
Yeah, I would just like to say that these walls were confirmed thin just through the wall, you hear Verita say, "You can paint her horns."
The betrayal.
Betrayal.
Beal, I'm gonna get out of human connection. Veritas, oh no you don't. Grow as a person. Whack.
It's girls' night.
Yeah, it's funny. Just Zolfra said. I just imagine just saying, "What's girls' night?" Veritas is just a few strums of his guitar before going to bed. It sounds like he's working on the next part of what he sung yesterday.
Any other shenanigans before we get started?
Nope.
Just when Beal gets to the room, she's just gonna grab like a pillow off the bed and skitter underneath one of the beds.
So she's not going to let Sally and Anila paint her horn?
I
Because like we
mean,
have lots of glittery nail polish.
you can grab her from underneath the bed like a cat that ran underneath when they weren't supposed to.
Come on, she crouches beneath, like right beside the bed, but doesn't reach in because she has a feeling that she's gonna bite. She's gonna bite. And then she's like, "I have new clothes for you. Look, little booties." And then she waves the Santa like outfit. It's warm and cute.
Do you like look underneath the bed to look at her?
She waves the new outfit invitingly.
She'll reluctantly come out from underneath the bed. It's only because that looks warm.
Yay! Yeah, so like dress up time. I bet like she looks amazing when dressed up. And Sally's like, "Ooh."
She
You
looks
should-
incredibly grumpy. It really is a cat that she had to put a sweater vest on.
At least she's going to be a grumpy but very warm kobold tonight. So there is that. Does she let her like paint her like horns glitter with glitter? No, not that
She
far. Not
will.
yet.
She will.
Yay!
And it's less of a let and more of a she doesn't stop you.
Yeah, like this is like the best sleepover ever in Sally's opinion.
Anyways, any shenanigans coming from Barnaby and Jason's room, primarily on Barnaby's side.
No. The only thing he's doing is Barnaby has let Jason take the bed, and he's sitting on the floor, bundled with his blanket, and he's just crisscross applesauce, just sleeping.
I mean, there's two beds.
Dead. He's chosen the floor.
Okay, fair enough. Well, eventually, y'all are able to finally get to sleep. Okay. and you're able to get to bed relatively early, comparatively, because, you know, for some reason, the voices from the girls' room doesn't carry that far, surprisingly. Though these walls are paper thin. Anyhow,
Don't have to hear it. I can feel the grunt through the wall.
y'all are able to wake up in the morning. Let's get this working.
Yep, shit. Isn't still a nightmare. That's unfortunate. Right then.
27.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go knock on Barnaby's door. The girls. Yeah, gotta find that wizard. And then get the fuck out of here.
As you go to knock on Barnaby's door, Jason's already awake. So he just kind of opens it up.
He's a dampier.
I look at his teeth now. Just. Did you not sleep?
I slept. I used to wake up early. Hope
Gar-
I mean to be while you're cutting it at all hours of the day and night.
Guard rotations, right. You're gonna have to break that sleep cycle at some point. Right. Well then, how's Barnaby doing? I look over as Barnaby, like, just doing, like, push-ups or something.
He's still sleeping.
Right. Barnaby, wake up.
You don't need to be awake quite yet. Give them a moment. They're an owl.
He's stretching his legs now. Morning already?
It is. I take it that you're more of a night person.
Well, it depends.
Waking up in the morning is still weird to me, so I understand that. I'm gonna go knock on the girls' door and see if we can get up and get gone. The sooner we move, the less likely we freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
he's-
go on then.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk off and knock on the girls' door. Ding, 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 ding.
As you knock to the door, you just hear stumbling, as then you hear Nilla just like, I slept in, oh no, and then she'll like quickly get to the door and open it, but she's wrapped up completely in all the like sheets and blankets of the bed, like from head to toe.
Yeah, the brother just behind this fella, just looking over, just with the expected look as it's the usual.
Yeah. Veritas just blinks for a second and goes, you know, you could have just gotten dressed first. We're getting ready to leave. Huh, I wasn't expecting this morning.
Clothes are always an option, not a necessity. Russ.
I completely agree with that. You were absolutely right. He smiles.
You get the sense that a god wants to smite someone.
Neela will be like, okay, we'll be out soon, and then they'll slowly close the door, and then get to bed. Stay like a couple extra minutes in bed as the what do you call it? As they warm up a little bit, and then they'll put their clothes on.
Yeah. Right, well, I think that clothes being a necessity in these parts are absolutely true. And also, if either of you walk around without your clothes, you're going to embarrass quite a few people, and or the opposite of embarrass, which also brings unwanted attention in civilized parts of the world. Though it could make for a great distraction.
Beal has yet to come out from underneath the bed.
It was simply a statement on the tradition. I understand that here people are much more I believe the word is prudish in your tongue.
I was gonna go with reserved, but I like prudish. Right, well, we need to wait on them, so as soon as they're up, we can leave. I guess I'm gonna go
Yes.
downstairs and find our wizard friend, because I know he's gonna love talking to me again.
Yes, we can't leave without the ceremonial garb at the very least.
Alright, can I trust you to gather everybody then?
You can trust me to gather my sister, but I'll see about the rest.
Bill should be rather easy, just to bribe them with food. And just immediately straightens up his jacket and gets the fluff, like his mane fluffed up a little bit, because that's the only thing keeping his neck warm. And then he's gonna walk downstairs looking for the wizard.
I'll just lead in and look at the bundle where Bill is. He's promised you food if you come out. I ain't got any food on myself for you, so you'll have to come get it yourself if you want it.
There's just a long sigh from underneath the bed as Beale, in a very festive outfit, she still has her normal clothes underneath the red festive clothes.
Why are you dressed up for Yule? Like, we're not even in the right season for it.
Turns her head to Sally.
Oh. I am
Because she
so glad I don't sleep in the same chambers.
yeah, so Sally just smiles and says, "Aren't you glad?"
I am. I'm surprised we didn't pull my sister into it, honestly.
She kind of flinches because she kind of did all the nail polish. So about that,
Yeah, there wasn't even a question for the nail polishes, it's just treating like a tribal coloration. Yes? What? I don't see anything different.
no, never mind.
I don't
I
get it, but yes, it's...
Painted my horns
Yes,
and my claws.
for some reason they look like they're like a sugary product now. I saw a few stalls that look like them. The horns, at least. Mentally,
They
I'm
are
picturing...
shiny.
Mentally, I'm picturing look like candy canes at the moment.
It's actually, they actually put a little picture of the type of nail polish that they used in the Discord.
Sorry, I did not know.
It's shiny.
I'm very tempted to apply a -1 to stealth for them, but
That's rainbow colored.
Uh-huh.
You have rainbow colored nail polish on.
Mm-hmm. On my... I'm assuming that they also colored, her
Yep.
claws. Yep.
Yep.
Hands and feet.
Yep.
It's so shiny.
Like, if you're planning to be stealthy, you're gonna need to cover them up.
That's the plan.
Do we have any bandages or anything they can make too?
She just pulls up her hood.
That helps with the horns, but your fingers are glistening.
anyhow,
Sorry, I promise I try the black glitter nail polish tomorrow. You're not gonna have the same problem.
How much of this do you have?
Like every girl has like a dozen, like one for each day of the week and maybe a little extra. Right, Anella? Like nail polishes and lipsticks. They're a girl's best friend.
He
Looks
looks
at
over-
Anella, waiting for like agreement.
He looks over to his sister, seeing what response comes from this.
this is only reserved for the higher ups of certain people's society.
muted, by the way, Nameless?
He's taking care of something.
Oh. Manamana.
Barnaby is gonna try to sneak past everyone and just accidentally bumps because he got distracted by the glittering. Oh, sorry. Why aren't you glittering?
I'm so glad Fury's not here right now.
He just like tilts his head.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Versus is missing right now.
Where is he?
Barnaby looks over at Zolfra.
I have no idea.
Well, I'll go look.
Yeah, this feels like a good point. Veritas, with that investigation, you find it very drunk. Cider, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'll just tap on their shoulder.
What the fuck you want?
Was just wondering if you saw the individual that we had talked to last night.
I don't
Okay.
know who the fuck you just talked to. I just got here.
Insight.
Sure. As you do that,
Oh, come on.
they just fucking got here. Why the fuck would they know who you talked to last night?
Deep sigh.
Wait, shit. Oh. And maybe they changed some stuff. That said, Barnaby, as you get down there, you see Veritas talking with Satyr. Roll me an insight. Or perception or investigation, which both one year.
23 insight.
Something about this Satyr seems way too goddamn familiar to you. And the fact that the barkeep just keeps giving them a drink.
And Barnaby's just gonna go over a sec. Very, very, very. You're being very, very, very. As I can't think. But I think you need to leave this poor fellow alone.
I just asked him a single question, but he doesn't
What was
know
the
me.
question?
I was asking if he saw the gentleman we had spoke to last night, but apparently not, so...
Technically, no one would have seen you talking to anyone last night except Zolfra.
Oh, you're right. I didn't talk to him out in the... I'm still not awake.
Silly.
Still not awake.
Yep.
Thank you.
Why don't you go upstairs and make sure everyone's doing okay?
Alright. I guess I can do
Come on,
that.
Barnaby.
What?
So what
Was
the
that
fuck
dead?
you want? Now, the Satyr said, "What the fuck you want, Barnaby?"
Oh, is it? Yeah. Once Fairy like
Leaves,
walks
yeah.
away. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yes. So we're going to accept the job. Take care of the things and get the thing for you.
As anything else, I feel my liver failing.
Maybe you should stop drinking then.
Yeah, as they just fall over unconscious into the bar.
Just gonna look over at the bartender. How long have they been drinking?
Yeah, still the same goblin person that you talked to yesterday. At least for 5 hours, and don't get a whole lot of goddamn stuff.
Ah. It would have been nice if they had stayed somewhat sober. Wouldn't happen to know anything about a job they might have.
I know what they were talking about.
Oh, good.
I mean, I wasn't that pointed out to him, but as she kind of just goes underneath. Wait, hold on, I moved it from here. Right. As she grabs the satyr, drags him over the bar. gonna go make sure this one doesn't get in any trouble
Of course, of course.
as they drag them behind. And then a minute goes by. You doing anything in that minute?
Keeping an eye out in case any more of the shady cloaked people are either in or coming in.
You see plenty of cloaked people, but none of them seem shady.
Otherwise, he just sits and waits patiently.
And after about a minute, she comes back out with a map. Gotta move this into a safe.
Lovely.
So, what you're looking for as she unrolls it is going to be right here. Just expose this to a little bit of heat. You'll get the marker.
Is the what and the what?
As she, points it out, she points to a spot on a map.
Mhm.
And this map is of the town and surrounding areas for
Okay.
good, I believe, 100 miles? 100 miles?
Damn.
About 50. No, 30. Now towards the edge of the map, she points to a spot right, GM layer. Here, where this blue mark is.
Okay.
Again, if you need a reminder, just expose this map to a little bit of heat. Don't burn it. It is a little bit on the side of fire resistant, but if you stick it straight in a fire, it's gonna eventually burn.
Well, I mean, if you have a spare piece of paper, I mean, I could just quickly make a little copy.
I mean, you can just take the map. I don't need it anymore.
Oh, alright, I'll just... And he'll take it and shove it, like, in a...
Well, I'd like it back eventually, but,
Oh, of course, don't worry. I will return it to you. Good thing you're giving it to me and not to any of the others. I doubt they would want to return it to you. Right. Okay, map into inventory. He's gonna, like, just put it in, like, almost like a breast pocket. Okay, well, would you happen to know what Drunky was looking for?
They don't actually have their real name. Let's see here. It'll look like just a standard gold ornamental piece, but if you start playing around with it, you'll find that it's something of like a caliper. Do you know what that is?
Caliper?
She just pulls out a piece of paper and just draws it. The fuck was that for, Beal?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm referring to.
I do not.
So yeah, again, it looks like an ornamental piece of gold, but like the sides will, swivel and pull out to make it not just a straight piece of ornamental gold. And then, more specifically, you see that there are kind of like some symbols drawn into it, into like a few spots.
I see. Well, that is good to know. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the area, or what's supposed to be there, aside from that? Dangers?
It is on the edge of the plains of the Snowfriesta, which means expect a lot of high winds, expect a lot of cold. Nothing really grows there. Nothing really lives there, unless they can live underground. Which makes the only reason it's really traversed is because sometimes you can't get ships in, and also caravan runners need to get across the place so they can get here.
Out of curiosity, anything you might know about and he just leads in, organization in town, the ones who came in yesterday? Do you know of any extra information about them?
Let's see here. She kind of pokes her head around real quick, leans in. Let's see here. They don't they like to keep their monopoly on mages, strict.
Mhm.
They operate out of the sewers, or can't really call them sewers, as anything that's thrown down there freezes. It's called the Frozen Underground, and they have tunnels to just about every single place here that they control.
Hmm.
And it
Nah.
has been able to uproot them.
Now,
It'll be this
out of,
layout.
oh, I see. Oh, that would make things complicated. Out of curiosity, if they approached the bard that was doing his thing, would they seek immediately to want to attack or to, and it does the finger quotations, recruit?
They know they study people. If they seem like the goody two shoes, quote unquote, as they've told me before, they won't worry about recruiting. They'll just take. If they think that they can make them more complacent by getting them to work for them, then sure, they'll try to recruit. If that doesn't work, well then, bag over head, club in head. You get the idea.
I suppose they don't really have a leader, at least one that is known.
I've met him once or twice. Can't really tell you what he looks like, as he always covers his face with a mask. And he only meets people who either he trusts, or if they've got a bag over their head.
Would they, out of curiosity, would they be willing to speak to someone who is non-magical? I mean, I'm not very magical, but I have wings.
She shrugs.
Well, if I ever run into one in the days to come, I might just ask. At a whisper of a rumor of a rumor of a rumor. Well, thank you very much for everything. Yeah, how much for a drink to go, a bottle?
1 gold.
1 gold?
Yes, because again, you get the bottle.
So that's 1 gold, and he's gonna give her 5 silver as like a tip.
She collects.
Thank you very much, and I'll try to keep my friends on a short leash if I can. Try to at least, if any trouble were to arise, get them out of your place.
Would be appreciated. I don't need much more stress. They're already enough as is. I think get, everything that's going on with them, but also.
Yes. Oh,
Sometimes
yeah. Out of curiosity, I doubt this, but has there been any word or rumor or anything coming out of Ironwood lately?
Ironwood, no, not really. I mean, storms. People have been going missing in that region.
Really? Well, I'll make sure to stay away from there. Thank you very much. And then if she's not going to say anything else, he's just going to wait there and wait for the rest of the party.
Yep. Meanwhile, what shenanigans have you guys been up to?
How does Vera react to seeing Beale in a Christmas-esque... James?
Yep, sorry. Sorry, my wife came in here asking questions about who's talking about Jason, because that's her sister's brother's name. Husband, Jesus. English. Thank you. Sister's
I-
husband.
I guess if that's the case, then I hope they're not
I
related.
will fight you. Shut up.
It's her. It's her sister's brother's name, so
Hey,
her brother.
You're the one that said that, my friend. It's in recording.
I am aware that I made mistakes. You don't have to pick on me.
We will.
I know you will.
Anyways,
But all jokes aside, just Veritas just comes back up and he's like, yeah, I couldn't find the fucker.
Beale tries to hide back underneath the bed.
Yeah, there's no reaction from the Christmas themed and
Just blink.
Oh man, have we not left the place yet?
no,
Nope.
we haven't.
Oh
No.
man. All right, let's
Yeah,
go, y'all. We got shit to do.
you're not
Yeah,
wrong.
Bill. Let's go. Why are you back under the bed again? Come on, sweetie.
Yeah, no, come on, Bill. We've got places to go, things to do.
People to kill.
If you say anything, Veery, I swear to Bahamut, I will kick you in the shin. She comes out from underneath the bed.
He just stands there for a second, blinks, thinks about it for a second. Doesn't say anything. Alright. I like my shin where it is. Let's go.
Oh, y'all go downstairs.
Fine, you can say what you want to say.
You look absolutely adorable. And he like, picks her up and starts walking downstairs.
We should do this more, Nella. Like Sally says, she also walks downstairs.
Oh, good God.
Yes, Nila will gladly take the lead, or not lead, but the back as they're strumming down or walking down the stairs. They'll be like, "Yeah, that was a blast. I had so much fun." Not enough time that we get with us, just girls.
Yep.
We'll all arrive downstairs to see Barnaby with a bottle to go. And holding. Or, no, you wouldn't be holding that map.
Nope,
Same
it's
bottle,
tucked away.
But just waiting.
So did we... What are we doing?
I don't know, Barnaby, did you find them?
Oh, no, it seems they got dragged out. Though I did hear whisper of a rumor of the place we need to go. It's west. In fact, I have a very good idea of where it likely is.
Did we already have that information? He
Yeah.
literally told us, if I remember correctly, that it was in that direction.
Direction? I mean, if you mean west, I mean, that's a lot of area. I mean, that's a whole direction, but I
Thank
could
you, Barnaby. You did a very good job.
I can pinpoint the exact direction we need to go. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it's about 30 or so miles. Or near 30 miles. So we got quite a long walk ahead of us. It's whatever the DM said.
So, yeah, you have an actual pinpoint location now. What do y'all do? Head out?
I guess we are going to press our pace now.
Our good old, we got rations, right? We did that.
Yeah, we're doing the good berry
Yeah.
thing.
We got plenty of rations to do that, so we're just gonna head that way.
Right. So, As y'all get ready to leave town, can I get perception checks from everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's not gonna do much coming from me, but
Yeah.
16.
I have not.
Why is there a
rolled
big
above-
red line?
I have not rolled above a 6 tonight.
Oh. Everything left of that is west.
Oh, okay.
I have not rolled above a 6 tonight.
Well, this is my first roll today, and most of us haven't rolled.
Sad.
Yep. So, as y'all are leaving, Sally, Barnaby, Veritas, y'all get a little too distracted, A, by Beal, and B, by the fact that, yep, people seem to be a bit more happier today. Sally, Barnaby, additional information for you. It is actually nearing a winter holiday. Or actually nearing a summer holiday.
Hmm.
Not really heavily celebrated in the other enclaves, but you know, celebrated to a degree.
Does it mean that like a lot of people are out on the streets?
There are a lot of people out on the streets. So, yeah.
All the more beneficial for us. We can mix with the crowd, and we're not gonna attract as much attention.
And Anella, Zolfra, Beal. Outside just that information, as you're kind of making your way a bit south, as you kind of near the south gate a bit. Actually, yeah, no, that's the gate you'd have to go out because there's the west gate is ocean. As you get close to the south gate to exit the city, you see a couple familiar faces of a couple of the guards that you saw back in Ironwood.
Phew.
Question is how they got here that quickly.
They're only behind you by about a day.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, like figuring out where we're going, that we're not in town, and instantly
Well, it's
chasing
also
after.
very possible that they just sent out multiple.
And the fact they came here instead of the other place, which was closer as well.
Well,
Well, they didn't send people that way.
Yeah, they could have sent more than. They have a manpower advantage.
Not but much, but they do.
Yep. But seeing that there's those people there, I'll turn, grabbing my sister to turn them. Those guards that we dealt with before are here. Of our exit quickly.
Yeah, I'll relay the information and let the others know.
Okay, so you guys make for the east gate.
Correct.
Negative.
Negative?
Well, Beal, you're being carried, so.
Bill is
get a
heading
choice.
wherever Veritas is going, unfortunately.
Where's Veritas going?
Following the people who said, "Hey, yo, this is a bad idea." Veritas looks for 2 seconds. You're right, and follows.
As you guys say nope, and go for the east gate instead, which does add about an hour to your travel time, but you know, you were never gonna make it there in just one day.
Mhm.
As yeah, you guys are able to, you know, make your way to the gate. And you know, like exiting the city's easy. It's just a simple case of walking out the gate. As yeah, you're able to get out the gate, no problems. You just see a guard kind of just running around or walking around as you guys leave. One of the guards from Ironwood. Sorry. But you, and that you are able to ascend the fjord again. And as you get up to the top, Yeah, it's chillier. It's beautiful, but chilly.
Yeah.
Beal just further buries herself into Fierce's jacket.
Oh, did I forget to mention that once we go out to where we need to be, it's going to be a lot colder. Wind is going to be a lot tougher. But we're all bundled up for warmth, so I think it'll be fine.
I hate everything about this place, and if I would prefer to be on fire.
Any shenanigans for this day of travel?
Nope.
Only 2 days, so we'll do it day by day. Okay. As you guys make your way out west, about halfway through the day, yeah, you figure out what they meant. As soon as you get kind of over the hills that mark this fjord, you start getting hit with a lot more wind. As I need people to start, as I need those those who are not resistant to cold environments, I need you guys to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Even with the cold water, the cold weather clothing.
Yes.
Okay.
As
Oh,
temperature basically dropped
Yeah.
30 degrees.
Are we following the rules for cold weather clothing, which would give advantage, or just normal roll?
Normal roll, but the DC is a lot lower.
Gotcha.
Oh wait,
And if you,
was I supposed to roll?
I got an 8.
Everyone.
yeah, no, you roll.
Okay.
Everyone that is not cold resistant. Basically, everyone that isn't the Goliaths.
It's
okay.
basically an exercise in not rolling a 5.
Gotcha. Well,
Um,
one off from a 5.
Meant in total. But anyways.
Gotcha.
So what you're saying is, don't roll a natural 1.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's fucking cold. As snow kicks up into your face, and cloaks and stuff are billowing in the wind, forcing you guys to kind of keep them by your side. You know, the city was fun, and now you're in hell again. But also another thing that you notice, it's going to be a bit hard to light a fire here.
Hey, Fury.
Mm-hmm.
If I die,
Yeah,
I'm going to haunt you.
I probably deserve it.
And I'm going to make you cold forever.
I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Just cuddle up for warmth. It's standard procedure if it gets too cold. The young do it all the time.
You know, it is possible, maybe. I suppose it depends on the creature we find. I mean, some creatures out here live underground. Oh, did I forget to mention that?
Yes.
So, the closer we get, past these fjords, strong winds, check. Cold temperatures, check. And, yes, creatures that tend to live underground. Well, things, anyway. And who knows? If there's a hole, we might be able to dig in and see if it's a bit warmer. Also, I got a lot of information about the organization. Now that we're out of town, I can say it.
That would be helpful.
Oh, well, I didn't want to say it just in case, they were around. So, they do keep a monopoly on Major Street. They do operate other sewers. It's called the Frozen Underground, and they have tunnels all over the town. Funny thing, they won't attack you so that's good. Well, at least, well, here's the thing. They like to study people to see if they're goody two-shoes or not so goody two shoes. Goody two shoes they'll just try to take if they see that worthy of the magic. Other people they do try to recruit. Otherwise, if you're resistant and whatnot, they'll try to put a bag over your head and, take you and make you work for them. They do have a leader. He covers his face with a mask and he only really meets people he trusts or has a bag over their head so they can't see him. Ooh.
That seems incredibly shady and easy to manipulate.
Ooh, yep. Oh, and the item we're looking for is a golden ornamental piece, and that symbol is drawn into it, so it'll be actually pretty easy to spot. As long as it's not the only ornamental piece there.
We find it in a pile of ornamental pieces.
Won't that be interesting?
Okay, so basically, I either have to pretend to be a bad person to get on the good side, which would make me feel terrible, or get kidnapped.
Well,
Or just don't bother with either option.
Yes, I'm on the third option that we don't bother with them. Unless we have to, we shouldn't need to work with them at any point.
but right now, as far as it seems, only Very has been the one to show magic in town. So, Very, if you're not goody two shoes, always follow the law, or whatever it may be, I don't think they'll try to take. I'm sure they'll try to recruit you with money or something.
We do steal from a lot of assholes.
Plus, if we want to get more information from them, you working for them for a fee. If we want to, work in that town, could be useful to gain some inside information.
It's going to be dangerous, but I agree. It's the best way to infiltrate them if we want to.
A hard pass.
I'm in the
Agreed.
similar hard path. I'd rather. They clearly want power over us, and just handing ourselves over seems stupid, especially as we've killed some of their men. They're not going to be happy with any of us.
Yeah.
They wanted subordinates, they wanted people to follow them. We killed some of their subordinates, fighting them off.
Wrong.
It
No.
will also...
No. Wrong group. Yep.
This is the
Well-
Thieves Guild, but
We can't be sure they're not connected somehow. They're both
mm,
they're
not
both sketchy.
impossible, but unlikely and far-fetched. But I do agree that if we do end up working with these people, we won't be able to do what we want or need to do. We will be their lapdogs. It's not an option.
Agreed. I'm not one to bow my head to others. They have to earn respect.
It's not a.
Not about the respect, it's about being able to achieve what we want, and that's... In my case, out of here, and...
I have answers defined for my kindred. I'm sure it's the same for my sister. At least on that front.
yeah.
And what are your thoughts, sis? With this newfound information? Nameless, that's you.
Sorry, I was interrupted by a kid. What was your question?
That's basically what are your thoughts with this new information?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we don't. Yeah, we don't need to force Very to be involved if they don't want to. I kind of don't want to be involved with it, and we would just move on with other things. But it doesn't bother me if it's like just another checkbox we got to check. Then let's do it. Let's just get it done.
Um, for me, it would depend on how much of a thorn they're going to be to our operations in the future. I think it might be best if we maybe come to an agreement if we're willing to, if we need to show a lot of magic inside the city perimeters, because then they're eventually going to come for us, and we would like to have a deal with them so that we don't necessarily need to come in conflict with them. But if we plan to just do our thing and not and try not to be as noticeable, then we don't need to poke the sleeping bear.
At the moment, the only one that they've got any potential knowledge if people start talking about is the one we call the devil with us. And all they've shown is that they can put on a performance of a few tricks. There's nothing really grandesque to draw attention as of yet.
Yeah, a parlor trick isn't necessarily something you have to hunt down and investigate.
Exactly.
They, as I said, they like to study people, and they have a very strict monopoly on people who can use magic. So even a little bit of magic, I'm sure they're going to study a bit, see if he's even
They
worth the time.
probably will. And if it's something as minor as what he did, it's probably not on their highest priorities. Finding that wizard is probably more important to them. So we're not threatened. We're not under threat yet. I don't think we are. But Viri,
Yeah.
you realize no more magic. And it was a very nice song. If a bit sad.
Just a nod.
Okay, I think the majority of the opinion seems to be that we don't poke the sleeping bear and we refrain from being too flamboyant in our arcane abilities in the future. Did I get that right?
Yeah. That more or less. It's more or less everything.
Barnaby, does this monopoly that they have on arcane magic also extend to clerical magic or just arcane?
I'm pretty sure
That
to
is
all magic.
pretty sure all magic. It's strange for them to have a monopoly on belief. That's locking down faith. If that's the case, they must have a belief of faith that they follow and cut down all the rest.
I'm willing to bet that they don't really care about the faith part, they more care about the magic part. I mean, if I was trying to put a monopoly on magic, I don't think I'd really care what god you believed in, as long as you could use magic.
I wouldn't even count it as magic, it's faith, but
It's magic.
all the same, some of it wouldn't even work if they were being forced to work on different beliefs, different faiths, all have different things that need to follow.
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a religious person, but if you still believe what you believe, even if you're working with people of other beliefs, you're not being forced to change your belief. Therefore, you still have your magic.
It's magic. Not everything has to be faith. Even if it is divine.
The reason I asked is because last time I think Beal, you had some clerical magic, or was that my mistake?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? I mean, like that very first night at the warehouse.
Bill has no
Damn.
idea what you're talking about.
It might have been me that you saw.
I mean, I guess it was dark. Sorry, Beal. I was so sure.
No, it's okay. I don't really have anything that's special.
I believe your skill with your claws and being able to pick and move in an area, in a skill that a predator would approve of, is a skill in its own right. Don't dismiss your skills as if they're nothing.
She just shrugs. I don't think it's... I'm not dismissing it, it's just not particularly... Eh? Let's move on.
Right?
What?
Sorry, go on.
No. I was just going to sing a little song, but it's probably copyrighted, so I'm not going to.
This is copyrighted. This is copyrighted as we carry on. Copyrighted.
I was not expecting to roll a natural 20.
And now you're going to roll poorly the rest of the night.
Yeah, that would be my luck.
I was gonna say you rolling poorly would mean Veritas would roll better, but I have a feeling that's not gonna be the case.
No, we're both gonna roll poorly. Anyways, right. Any other shenanigans going on for this day?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Neela wants to confront the bone dice.
Oh, you want to work on the bone dice some more?
I want, yeah, if they're, I mean, I would assume they would be pretty close to done, if not done, right?
Yeah, I do have. What was? Give me. What did I have to roll last time? Give me an intelligence mixed with a dexterity check, please. At this point, you're working on the fine movements of it.
So an intelligence and then a dex?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I mean, you know what you're doing. Just can't quite get the right hand movements. I would say they're closer to being done than they were, but they're not quite done.
Just,
All right.
what do you, do I notice this?
I mean, I'm not hiding it by any means.
Trying to get you some dice set up?
Something that I can communicate with my deities. It's always nice to have something to fall back on and ask a quick question. And Bone Dice seemed to always work in the past. I always confronted them before I'd go hunting.
Would you like assistance?
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great.
I
He'll-
could assist reading them as well, if need be.
Yeah, he'll just kind of crack his knuckles.
If you're gonna work on them yourself, give me a intelligence and dexterity check, please.
Oh wait, an intelligence and dexterity?
Yes, if you're working on them yourself. If you're just providing assistance, I'll let Nameless reroll that dexterity.
I'm
Dexterity.
giving them both assistance, and I'm going to start singing, as you now have a bardic inspiration.
Ooh, nice.
So take advantage and add a d6.
Well, more you just get to reroll that
Oh.
dexterity check.
Yeah, so roll
But-
again and add a d6.
Ooh, a 16. I'm gonna throw that d6 on there for the hell of it. A 2, making it 18.
So, I mean, the d6 didn't matter, but okay.
Hey.
You know, you get some work music going, and you're able to get those bone dice done. It turned out pretty
Nice.
nice.
So as I have them, I would love to roll them really quick. As I offer up, well, you know what? I'll wait till a long rest or till we bed down to do this.
I'd love to see that and see how your magic works. And he'll just kind of go back to humming and pick up his guitar again.
Okay.
Neela will say thank you for the help.
Of course. We're all in this together, after all.
With that in mind, any other shenanigans?
Yes.
What do you have? What do you have? Yes,
I want to
I
get a drink. Yeah, you might want to get a drink first.
We got 9 minutes until 10.
That's 10 your time.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. So it's
yeah.
11. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Yes. Yes, you are. But, Beale will approach Fury at night when other people are sleeping. And or otherwise not paying attention.
At night, I'll also be looking to the sky, trying to read stars, try and get just some inspiration of what the future might hold. Trying to read the stars effectively.
Okay, give me a religion check. I'll give you that after Beale and Veritas do their thing.
I can, thank you.
Pretty much just waiting on Beale then.
Beale will just kind of walk up next to you and just sit next to you, kind of getting close.
Hey there, Beale.
Do you want to talk about the song?
I mean, you already know the story.
Is it... Just because I know the story doesn't mean you don't want to talk about it.
There's not much more to talk about, unfortunately. Just enjoy listening if you can. I plan on singing more later.
Alright.
Hey, don't worry. You know it doesn't have a sad ending.
That's true enough. Okay.
Just gotta get there.
Okay. I'm sure I'll have a very happy ending. Probably involving you boning a god or something like that.
Oh, come on. I don't sleep around that much. I don't think I've slept around since you've met me. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. I guess we're just gonna ignore the socks on the door. Or that one tavern.
That was for a completely different reason.
Uh-huh.
However, it is funny that you took it that way.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is.
Alright, you should go get some rest. I'm sure that they're going to be talking about watches here soon, and can't wait to see who they pair me with this time.
I lied today.
Figured, but also couldn't tell, so I thought maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. It's okay, you know. If you want
A
to talk
lie?
about it, of course. You don't have to share with everyone. Pick and choose who you share with. Not everyone deserves your life story. Make sure that you trust who you tell. But make sure that you find people that you trust, that you can tell. If you feel like talking to me about it, I'll listen. But I don't think tonight is the night for grand stories. It's too fucking cold.
Sure about that. I hate it here.
I know. I already miss the palm trees and the beaches.
And the ladies.
I never really found any that were my type.
She just looks at you incredulously.
What? I didn't?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alright. You know, you're
I'm
making
just-
me to look out. You're making me to seem like some lecherous man that walks down the streets looking at every married woman.
I mean, that's what they think about you.
I think it has something to do with my skin tone.
Probably does. That
Big
and your
horns.
general appearance, honestly.
Such a shame.
mean, you're a performer,
Mm,
an outsider, the other. That's how people are.
yeah, people tend to not like bards. They lump us all together.
Yeah, they do.
That's alright. Their mistake for not realizing that I'm a lot more useful than other bards.
Like ones that, say, oh, I don't know, trick you into sleeping with them so you leave your loving family behind, and are too embarrassed to actually go back and admit, I made a mistake. So instead you abandon them.
Beal, you can't cast judgment on others you don't know. I understand that that's a rough subject for you. But you don't know what they've been through. Don't do what
I-
they're doing to me.
I do know that they're being dumb.
Of course. But they could say the same thing about me now.
They could.
They'd probably not be
A
wrong either.
lot of people can say that about you, yeah.
She has
You
her
are
story.
traveling with the kobold.
Probably my most favorite person in the world.
That
They
is
got-
your mistake.
Oh, I know. I make plenty of those. You're just one I happen to not regret. And just pats her on the head.
Shut up.
No,
Don't be sappy.
be as sappy as I want. And he'll go back to strumming on his guitar. And in this little bit, with a little bit of minor illusion, because they are in the fucking wilderness, there will be just a tiny little kobold in this segment of the song that will come to a full song later.
Is that it for you guys?
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Zolfra, as you look up the stars, what view you could see? It's gonna be a clear day tomorrow.
Unfortunately, that's
once-
all I could.
There will be sun.
Interesting.
Here comes the sun, screaming in kobold.
Here comes the
Screaming at
sun.
everything.
Do 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 do.
And that's how anime was made.
Bad joke. Bad joke. Shame.
Fair.
What?
Don't worry about it. Just keep playing the game. Dad, just trust me.
Anyways,
Yeah.
anybody else got any other shenanigans outside Nameless? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no other shenanigans. Yeah. Y'all are able to sleep. You know, it's kind of cold. You know, but the wind died down just long enough for you to build up a fire in a pit somewhere. However, as you wake up in the morning, Zulfra, the stars lie to you. Or you misinterpret them. One of the two happened. But it is not clear. If anything, it's the exact opposite, as all of you recognize the signs of a snowstorm coming into the area.
Beal just looks at it, looks around. Should I start digging?
I think we should all start digging.
She's gonna start digging.
Yeah, no, just straight up. Anyone got a shovel?
Yep. Jason certainly doesn't.
Yeah, just, actually, you know what? No, I'm not some survival expert. Barnaby, we got a storm incoming. What do we do?
I'm never usually out in these wilds. I mean, I guess I could try to put my thinking cap on. Can I roll a survival to find out?
Yep. Roll me a survival.
13.
I would say that's enough. This is going to end up being a relatively minor storm. That said, you can feel the temperature dropping already. Hunkering down's an option, but if you're also confident in which direction you're going, you could just keep walking through this entire storm.
Well, it's not a big storm.
Like, it'll pass within a few hours, so.
Well, excuse me, I'll leave it to everyone. We could hunker down for a few hours, or we could just walk through it. It's actually a rather minor storm. I mean, we do lose a few hours just by hunkering down.
Just keep digging.
I mean, we could do that. Well, what do the rest of you think? Do you think we should hunker down, or do you think we should walk through it? Zulfra, Anella, Sally, Jason.
Jason's just digging with his sword sheathed.
I think that the ruins are going to provide better shelter once we actually get there.
It's fair. Alright. Nella, Zulfra.
I think Amos is dealing with the thing, but typing.
Tired of people so they don't get lost. It's not a bad idea. I've got rope.
It definitely is plausible. We're bound together, there's no way we're gonna lose each other.
Alright. Be more than happy to be tied to the rest of you, I guess.
Belle just stops her digging and looks up at him and squints.
Pretty sure you're gonna be bound to him in person.
What? Oh. Oh, you know what? That's just funny. I'm gonna let you keep thinking that.
I know you're not.
But it's funny.
It kind of is.
Alright. Here, my rope. He'll just pull out his 50 feet of rope. Gotta love those dungeon packs.
Yeah, pretty much everybody should have, 50 feet of rope.
Just get us all tied to one another, and I guess we could keep walking.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
I'm not leading the way, but I'm absolutely, whoever is leading the way is getting a bardic inspiration of some kind, even if I gotta make up a stupid song to go, literally just, you know what, Tell everybody we're on our way.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of us survivalists. We've got 3 of them at the moment.
Yeah, any of you.
Who's leading the way?
Yeah, any of you with survival, just take a d6.
It's either me, Anelia, or Barnaby. I'm not sure if Barnaby would want to be in the front.
You know what? It should be Barnaby. He's got super cracked out fucking.
Yeah, Barnaby will go in the front.
Yeah, is it a 6 or a 7 for your survival? I can't remember.
Mine's a 7.
I'm pretty sure me and Anelia have 6, so you're one up above us.
Anyways, yeah, as you start making your way, first off, the snow is, as it blows in, just makes it harder to walk. It's not. It's clearly not the worst you've seen. I mean, you've seen snowstorms where people have been buried in it. But give me a survival check as you try to navigate through this.
21.
I mean, you have a bardic inspiration.
Will I need it?
That you have that for the next hour. If we don't do anything in the next hour, you lose it.
No. Will I be making another check in the next hour, DM?
No.
Alright, I guess I'll use it.
Well, does that work for Constitution checks?
It works on literally everything.
So even saving throws?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll save it.
Yeah, you might want to
The
save
con
it
save.
if it goes up.
Saving
Mhm.
throws, ability check. One ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And then when I take Valor, because that's what I am going, I've got to stick with it this time. Valor. It'll also be able to be applied to damage, spell casting, as well as healing spells. And it'll last longer.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what that optional is for Tasha's. Anyways,
It's not Tasha's, that's Player's Handbook.
no, there was a thing for Bard and Tasha's. But anyways, off topic right now.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, as you make your way, you have a good sense of where you're going. And then, that temperature keeps dropping and dropping. By just a quick heads up, it drops by 12 degrees. So it's currently negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit. As I need a Constitution check from people, those who are not cold weather acclimated.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody that's not Goliath.
So con save or con check?
Save.
Save.
Sorry.
Yeet.
Okay, that's a natural 20.
And it,
Or a 22.
Oh no, the DC did go up. Not by much, but it did go up.
Maybe I made it still. Unless it's 10. If it's 10, then
Is that your final answer there, Veritas?
I don't have a way to increase it. I can't give myself inspiration.
Do you not have not a bardic inspiration, but the inspiration DM inspiration?
Hey, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration.
Okay, I'll reroll. Watch it be worse.
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. As you guys are tracking, the wind blowing even harder today. No, it was 0 degrees Celsius today, or yesterday, so it's negative 12 today. Oh wait, that's in Celsius. Never mind, ignore me. I'm just the dumbass here. As you guys make your way, you are able to stave off the cold, or not, be hurt by it. And as, darkness falls, before then, the storm does eventually pass, and you found that you did go in the right direction. But as darkness falls, you eventually find yourself at what appears to be a couple of pillars that are sticking up out of the snow. They seem to be made of stone
So we're getting
and carved.
close
Hey,
to
look.
the ruins.
I see a couple pillars sticking out of the stone. They appear to be made out of stone.
Snow out of and made that. God damn you. Can I get perception checks for everybody?
No.
Yeah, okay. I can go ahead and fail your perception check. Although, honestly, Bale's perception has just been on... Oh, there you go.
Okay. Sally, if you want to roll one, feel free to pop in and roll that. But that said, we got 18 and a 19. As you're looking around, it's like, okay, it's getting cold. It is horrifically cold. And then, Beal, you're poking your head out. Just slightly, but all you see is snow. Inside, back inside. And Anella and Zulfra, you guys are kind of walking around, like, trying to find a place to camp down. Meanwhile, Barnaby, Veritas, and we'll just go with that. You see a dip in the ground. And as you get a little closer, it's not just a dip, it's a straight up tunnel.
Is it between the pillars?
Not in between, but it is around them. And if you look down, you can see a door. Also, there appears to be some support structures to keep this tunnel from collapsing.
Barnaby, do you see what I see?
I don't know. Is it also a door on the ground?
It is also a door on the ground, yes. How much you want to bet it's warmer in there?
Oh, absolutely. I hear it's supposed to be warmer in the Underdark than it is up here. I doubt this is the Underdark, but similar. And...
Anything's
Yes.
better than out here.
But you know what? If you want me to make sure it's safe, I don't mind taking a little peek first, and you can watch the others dig around in the snow.
Alright. Has it been a full hour yet, GM?
Oh yeah, most certainly. It's
Fuck.
been
Just
close to...
hand on Barnaby. I'm trusting you to get this done right. I believe in you. Pat, pat. Now he's got fucking another bardic inspiration. Don't fucking not use it this
Yep.
time, you dick.
Okay, well, I mean, I really already had this other time, but he's gonna take off undo the rope so he can just go on down. And, is there like a doorknob? An obvious doorknob?
As you look, there's like a little thing that you could grab for purchase to, pull on the door.
Alright, I'll pull on the door.
As you pull on it, it nudges for a second, but then just immediately stops, as if there's something that's holding it shut.
Can I check to see if it's like actually like locked? Does it have like a chain lock or something?
There is no obvious lock. Actually, as you pull it back a little bit, you see that it is barred.
Ooh. So it's barred from the other side.
Yes.
I have tools for this.
Yeah, Barnaby will come up. It's barred from the other side. I don't think someone wants us to get in. And then I'm gonna just try to fly up to the top of one of the pillars to try to gauge to see if there's another, like, a hole or divot in the ground that could lead to, like, another door or something.
Nope. You do not see another hole at all.
Okay, then I'm gonna just wave to those. Hello, everyone! We found the way in. Right here. And he's just gonna glide down.
I just pull out my tools and get my thieves' kit ready, and I just start walking up, I guess.
A shim would be in there. Yeah. I mean, you would kind of have to climb down a little bit, but... Yeah. Do you try to shim this door open?
I'm gonna check it for traps first, because I'm not a dumbass. This is my first rodeo.
Thieves' tools with wisdom.
Really? Instead of... Okay, I'll take that over investigation any day, I guess. Wait, wouldn't it be an investigation?
Oh yeah, I guess it would be because you're getting more handsy with it. So, thieves' tools with intelligence.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Just an 11.
Yep. As you look at it, it's primitive wood door. You know. You pull on it a little bit. You know, no traps or anything like that.
Alright, I pull out the shim and I'm just gonna shim it open.
Okay. Give me a thieves' tools with dex.
Normal thieves' tools then. Yeet. 12, Jesus.
You get it in there, you start shimming it up. Can I get a perception check from you real quick?
Haha, yeah, this is gonna go poorly. Yeet. 8.
Yeah. And... Yeah, you start getting it up and up and up and up. And eventually you do get to fling upwards and off. You do hear the clatter behind. But it doesn't clatter as often as you think it would. Like there's a thunk, thunk, and then stop.
Oh, it isn't like somebody caught it.
No, it just stopped. But
I think
Yep,
that there's a table keeping the door shut.
yeah, do you try to open the door now?
Mm-hmm.
As you open it up, are you doing this quickly or slowly? You do feel the wind at your back. It is cold.
God, I gotta get the fuck in this place.
So you
You-
swing it open,
Even if this is a bad decision, yeah.
throw it open,
Yep.
and immediately in front of you, see a very coated up human staring right at you
Uh-huh.
as there's a momentary pause
Sleep.
before he immediately... Okay, go ahead and roll it.
God,
I
if there's only one guy and this sleep spell doesn't put him to sleep, I'm getting rid of it next level. Yeet. Oh.
Like, it's highly unlikely that he won't go to sleep,
29.
but I mean, there's always a chance to roll all 1.
29.
But at that point, that's just really unfortunate.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, he goes for a sword, but then just falls over asleep. As I look down, first off, you can hear some cheering and heavy drinking. Second, you see a bit of light at the bottom of these stairs. That
Just put a finger to my lips and then motion for everybody to come in.
Yeah, I'd like to just grab the guy, pull him up, and leave him outside. If he does wake up, he's not going to immediately alert.
Yeah, I take his
The
I
people.
take his sword and I make it a con save. Oh, for him being cold.
Yep. I'll survive.
That would have been funny. I take his weapon and I lock the door behind him.
Yeah, we'll lock it
Uh,
behind so he can't get in. And if it's banging, it's just going to be considered the rattling.
Yeah.
Bef-
As you look,
bef-
go ahead.
No, sorry. Barnaby would want to go through the guy's stuff in case he has anything on him that might be useful.
That is fair.
beyond just a weapon.
Cold weather equipment. He does have a light crossbow and bolts. Scimitar.
I can't use that. Wait, can I? Let's see
Light
if-
crossbow. Most people are proficient with it.
Nope. Hand, crossbow, long sword, rapier, short sword, and then simple weapons. Is a light crossbow a simple or a martial?
Martial.
Yeah.
That
then
feels
no.
weird.
Wait, light crossbow?
Yep.
I believe it's martial.
I believe it's a simple. Let me double check.
Yeah, but it would require my bonus action to reload.
No,
Light crossbow is a simple weapon.
Yeah, it would still require my bonus action to reload.
It
'cause
would
it's got the
not,
loading.
no.
It's got the loading property.
No, that just locks you down to one shot per turn. Unless you have a thing that lets you ignore it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already only have one shot per turn for now. I mean, just
Look.
No, yeah, loading, it can only fire one piece of ammunition when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make.
Yes.
Oh, so I can do it even as an action, but it doesn't matter. Okay, then yeah, it might be the same damage though. Better range.
Yeah.
Maybe?
It's 1d8.
Oh, that is just straight up better.
Yes.
Yoinkity splinky. Thank you.
Why a lot of casters take crossbows early on.
Yeah. Does
Anyways.
anybody want this? Anybody want this? No.
Want what exactly?
A light crossbow.
Yeah.
I don't have a ranged weapon. I take it if no one needs it.
If you don't have a ranged weapon, then I'll definitely suggest it.
Should have it. What is it?
I'm fine at range.
Sally, you do have a heavy crossbow.
That's
Oh,
small.
okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
Ugly.
you were fine. You have a ranged off, and you have a really good ranged option.
I have multiple.
How many bolts are in this?
20.
Alright. I'm assuming it comes with a bolt case.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But-
just equip that and just sling my short bow across my back.
Are we gonna kill this guy or?
I don't know, we don't have to kill these people, we just gotta get the item.
That's true, but they are bandits and.
And
Yeah.
we are
Do-
going to have to come out this way, most
Do
likely.
we know they're bandits? Is the question. They could just be taking shelter here.
But weren't we told that they were bandits, though?
You were technically told they were raiders. Which I mean,
Raiders,
might as well be
which is the
bandits.
same thing.
Well,
Yeah,
they're a little
but
bit
it's
worse.
the wizard saying it. We don't know how. Even if he was truthful, he wasn't even here. So how does he
Okay,
know
I
that
think
it's the truth?
Ma-
I
We
think
should
there's-
avoid, if possible, I guess. So tie him up.
Shrug.
Okay, wait. Just gonna say, you guys do what you want. I'm just gonna go sneaking further.
Okay.
Just give a nod, and you still got that bardic inspiration. It ain't been a fucking hour.
Okay. So, we'll start with Barnaby. As you slip down, give me a stealth check, please.
Alright.
I'll remove this one from the board.
Yep, I'll use that now.
Actually, hold up.
Are we supposed to see anything else other than the Arctic map?
Just a minute. I fucked up a little bit.
You are allowed to do that.
Yeah, as you go down, trying to be quiet. Yeah, the merrymaking sounds a bit louder as you see a. Really? Okay, whatever. As first off, you see someone off to the kind of the right of you, kind of just wandering around. But then further down, you see several people who are hanging from their wrists, chained up, and clearly unconscious.
Do they look like just civilians, merchants?
They look like a mix between merchants and. We drop here. Are you able to see the map just fine, or?
Yeah, I see the grid and
Yeah.
door
damn.
icons.
You are here.
Oh, am I at the top there?
Yep, you're at the top.
I see my health bar and my name, but I don't see my token.
Oh, God.
Okay, like I see a grid and I see like Bandit 11 and such, but I don't see like the actual map.
Try refreshing. Might be on your end. There, Jake.
Maybe. Let me
Is
try.
that better, or?
I just
working on, right?
refreshed.
No thanks.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm trying out new tools here for Roll20, so.
Nah, yeah, good.
Let me see. There. There's just a dude, he's just mulling about over there to the right.
Yeah.
Hmm. And Barnaby's just going to kind of, he doesn't want to expose himself, but he will go back quietly to the others and
That's more
relay.
than-
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say that's more than that you're more than capable of doing so.
Okay. So I'll just sneak back to the others. Okay, well, good news. They have people we can rescue. She looks like a merch of townspeople and merchants hanging by chains from their wrists. There's also an immediate raider to the right as soon as you go down, and I didn't see any other raiders, but they're definitely around. Looks like we're going to have to fight, kill, and rescue.
Just no longer smiling, just nod. I'm gonna take a look at my
So-
capabilities here.
Okay.
And this whole time, Barnaby, as he's been saying that, is still smiling.
You're a creepy bird man. Okay, so we have some prisoners. There's a bunch of bandits. I guess we could try and sneak in, but I mean, two Goliaths and a human.
Well, I think at least taking out that immediate one to the right. If one of us could sneak up behind him and at least cover his mouth, and we just quickly kill him without making too much noise, we could at least get ourselves into a better position.
I
can
I-
definitely do something.
I did have a thought.
Which one?
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Can't see.
Bill. Oh,
No,
Right here, fresh.
Bandit 11.
Sorry, it's
yeah, you might have to refresh. I
I'm
had to do
currently
that too.
doing that, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Bandit 11 there. Is that the one I put to sleep?
No,
No.
No, this
that was
is
another
the
one.
downstairs area.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything either, which confused me.
So if we can get rid of him.
Ah, now I can see.
Weird roll points being weird. Again.
I also have the ability to lull one to sleep. I could use that on that one. It'd be
And if it fails, he'll be
Then we can-
alerted.
Barnaby, you and I have ranged capabilities. I pull out my light crossbow. Do you think if both of us went down there and shot him, that if we both hit, he will die?
Maybe.
Conserving magic
When-
is very important.
DM, when I looked down there, how many light sources were there?
A lot.
Okay.
At least in that first room, or in that main hallway, there's at least 8, 10, 12.
Alright. So I can't just, like, knock out a single light source and cooler in the dark.
Nope.
Right.
Anybody got thaumaturgy?
Yep.
You can put out every light down here.
Granted, that would mean some of us can't see in the dark, but
Cannot. I'm pretty sure.
Thaumaturgy cannot extinguish flames.
Can it not?
That's
It can change color
and
and change
Yep.
intensity.
You prestidigitation for that.
Sorry, I definitely don't have that spell. I thought thaumaturgy could, for some reason.
Nope.
you can brighten or dim flames and make them flicker, but you can't extinguish.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I got two of my favorite spells mixed up.
I
Well,
could make a sound come from behind the bandit, make him look behind him for a moment, and then jump in.
There's, no, it's... I looked, there's not really anything there to be behind him.
I wasn't in character without the voice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know, you're fine. Just in that case, like, if there's, we could just run and shoot, and then if he falls quick enough, then we can keep going. Like, I believe in my ability to land a hit with a crossbow or a short bow. I have a good feeling that I could hit. I don't know if I could kill him by myself.
Well, if you'll permit me, be ready with the crossbow, and anyone else with the ranged weapons. I'm going to try to sneak up behind him, and at least cover his mouth, and then just stab him, and then you can also shoot him. And with luck, there won't be too much noise. They do seem to be celebrating a bit, and hey, if he does happen to spot me, we can just all shoot him out at once.
Alright. I'm going to get the crossbow ready. And I'm going to attempt to be quiet, but he's going to go first, obviously.
Roll me stealth.
Rolling it. I'm assuming he is too. High five.
Yeah.
I'll need
High
party
five.
reroll.
Yeah, high
Meh.
five stealth, buddy. Take an bardic inspiration because we did plan this out. I've only got one left if we do that though.
I will also do stealth and give myself guidance.
Just good old 14, 18, 21. Good God.
Yep.
Why did you try to stealth?
Well, it's even the back in case I need to come forward to see if they notice me.
Alright, fair enough.
But I didn't come forward yet. But if I do, I'm instantly notice, it seems.
Yeah. Okay. The ones I needed it for right now was Barnaby and Veritas. Good news is you both pass.
Okay.
Okay. So, Barnaby.
Mhm.
Veritas. Y'all are able to sneak back down. Do you all do?
I'm waiting for him to do what he said he was going to do, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
shoot.
Barnaby was going to kind of like sneak down there and try to like get behind where he's not paying attention.
Okay, currently his back is facing the stairwell, so.
Okay. And he's going to Barnaby will slowly like make sure Wolf still back, draw his short sword, and stalking up behind him as slowly as he can, without making a noise.
Okay.
And almost like waiting for the perfect moment, he then will wrap his arm around the bandit, almost like with his wing too, with his left wing to cover his face, while he's also covering the mouth with his hand. Well, I guess first do that, and also try, if I have to make 2 different rolls, I will, but to cover his mouth and also turn him to face the others and move his wing.
Okay. First off, okay, I'm gonna require. Actually, you know what? I can condense this into one roll. Give me just a grapple check.
So just athletics.
Yeah, just roll in athletics.
17.
Roll this at disadvantage.
Because he's surprised.
Oof. Yeah, no, you get him around the mouth.
And I guess that's our cue to fucking fire, isn't it?
Yep. I spin him around to
Turn
face
around.
you two.
Womp. The womp. Max
Oh, yeah, he's
damage.
dead.
Oh, right, I had advantage because he's grappled.
Not grappled.
Plus, grapple doesn't give you advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill has
pack
pack
tactics.
tactics.
Right. Fucking crazy. I forgot.
Bill, I need you to reroll your stealth. Spells aren't quiet. Okay.
The fuck
Nice.
they
It
ain't.
wasn't hard.
Just thunk. And then
Yeah, he's dead.
just
And once he's dead, Barnaby is just going to gently put him down, put his arms over them, like over the chest, interlacing the fingers, and just put a little smile on his face. And Barnaby just smiles down at him, and then just stealths over to here.
Barbie is such a psychotic, sassy
Yeah.
ass.
I really wish I wouldn't have heard anything about the one shot before this.
Oh, did you hear things?
Yeah, I know exactly what's going on with your fucking character.
Don't spoil it for the others.
I won't. It's great.
But anyways. Yeah. So you killed him.
Mhm.
What do y'all do from here?
Mm,
Oh shit.
do believe that we're gonna continue going around doing that. Just we need things. There's things down
So.
here.
Quick note. Since I forgot to add the doors in, I'm looking at the time. I might have time to do that before we get too deep into this.
Oh.
These doors are open.
Okay. Yeah, what do you-
That's my line of sight on that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, I didn't think beyond the one dude. So Barnaby's looking at the open doors, thinking, I don't know what to do about this. I guess the only thing you could think of doing is going like over here and trying to first try to peek in there to see if that dude can even like is looking out through the door.
As you look, yes, he is sharpening a sword and looking kind of up.
Okay, then he's gonna just move his head away, and
What was your stealth?
my stealth before. If it's continuing, or do you want me to re-roll stealth?
We'll work on with continue.
My stealth was at a 14.
Okay. That's within 5 of theirs. Yeah, as you poke your head and then kind of put it back real quick. Yes, sir. as no.
Must have
He
been
kind
the
of just
wind.
looks. God damn it! Yep.
Then
So,
Barnaby's
what do you
gonna
think?
he's gonna sneak over here. It's like, okay, well, if the one dude's anything like the rest, they're more or less looking towards the doors. So this is more or less a fight's gonna happen. So if we want to go back and tell the others, we're gonna have to more than likely just kill them as quickly as we possibly can.
Yeah. No, I just look over at the people in chains. These people deserve to die.
Mhm.
Alright. Just kind of go back up the steps real quick and just go, hey guys, it's a brawl.
Quick thing, Veritas.
Mhm.
As you look down, they're not moving.
Oh, fuck.
The people inside the cage that are chained up.
Are not moving.
Yep. Time to make
Hey.
some court.
Yeah, just a deep, sudden. You had to have dead people in there, didn't you, Dead? Alright.
Yeah, it's in its
just-
name.
Hey, I kind of pointed that out to you specifically, but okay.
Yeah, just violently angry. Just. Hey guys, we've got a slaughter to start. Do you mind coming down here real quick?
Yeah, and it's at this point that Barnaby was sheathing his sword and pulling out the long bow and arrow.
The,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was done.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I don't want to cut nobody off. Yeah, no, it's time to throw hands. Zulfra, Anella, Sally, they've got corpses down here.
It's gonna move you all back here.
They've killed people.
Plenty of people have killed them. I know we're planning to go down here, but that's apparent. We've killed people just now.
They've killed innocent people and have them chained up like trophies. So I'm a little agitated.
Yes, you can turn into a bear, sister. You are the protector and the mother. This would be a moment for the bear to rise, if that is what you're feeling.
We're trying to scare the shit out of them because I can at least
No.
offer quite a distraction.
Pretty sure she's planning to feast.
Good.
As Sulfur will just lift out their mace and set it on their shoulder.
Beal will begin to cast Big Illusion. Not Beal, just Veritas will begin to cast Big Illusion.
Beal. I don't have any illusion spells.
Sheesh. I was looking at your name. Alright. Before this starts, I'm going to have I'm casting the good old. What's the spell? Silent Image. And
Well-
I am going to be doing something stupid. Hey, if it gets one round of people not attacking other people, it's worth it.
A quick question though before you do that. For the rest of us, were we outside waiting for this or just up the stairs?
Just kind of up the stairs, I would think. So away from the wind, for the most part, but
Okay, so yeah, in that case, just glance upstairs to the person we left out there.
He's outside.
We can just let the storm take them.
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
just if you guys want to do something absolutely stupid, like it might not do anything in combat except for get one round where they're focusing something big.
It's not stupid, it's a bear that is ferocious and proud.
Not the bear. What I'm doing.
Well, what are you planning to do? Tell us.
Oh, I'm gonna send a dragon down there.
An illusion, I'm guessing? Because if you had a dragon on you, like, why aren't you just leaving on the dragon's back?
Yeah, obviously an illusion. Do you know how hard it is to fight when you're spooked out of your fucking mind? Throwing them off the rhythm.
Some people fight stronger in fear. All depends on the person.
Well, you try to fight something that isn't real.
But if we're going down there, me and my sister are not quiet, and neither is Sally from what I understand.
Oh, this has
So
nothing
we
to
are
do with
going
mine.
to draw attention, we're going to be loud.
Oh, so is
Getting
it.
a dragon down there wouldn't be that different.
Alrighty. Any other objections?
I don't think you heard a single objection so far.
Suggestions.
Oh, you said objections. Suggestion.
I'll start
Well,
casting
we should
spells
probably
at people when this never goes south.
we should probably take one of. Actually, no. We've already got a prisoner upstairs. We could question if we wake them up. We could deal with them. We can go up there if they're still alive and question them.
I have a question. Am I still having to cast Mage Armor and Fearless?
Yeah, I never took my stuff back. If you did do that, then yeah.
I'll mark myself off spell slot then.
Alrighty. I'll take that. Alrighty then. Dead. I'm about to do something incredibly stupid to start this off with.
Well, look at the time. So,
Save it for next session.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
As-
I'll find a picture of an illusory dragon for you by next session.
Yep. As y'all make your preparations, this is where we're going to call it. As I have to kind of be up at the airport by a certain time. So,
Yeah,
You're
by
good.
all means, man, you're good.
Yep, you're
um,
good.
This was fun.
yay, dungeon.
Yay,
get-
And I
dungeon.
can maybe plan some other things for the next floor. Better than I had them planned.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Hey man, you're doing great.
I
Time to
am
enjoy the
blaming you.
game.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. I am just glad that next week I'm actually going to have that 30-minute grace period because I'm leaving work a little early now on Wednesdays. Anyways,
That's good.
James
Yeah.
holds up illusionary weapon. I don't know. Upload
If
this
you have-
video tonight.
Yeah, if you haven't already started or stopped recording, you can go ahead and do so.
I will do that now.